Thank you. All right, so I turned to a lot of people for counsel in writing this book, and I just want to take 1 second to thank the Inner Circle, to my daughter Maeve, for the book I'm dedicated to my girlfriend Cindy, who sat with me and listened to me as I tried to make sense of it. Laura, if you're still here, there you go. Thank you so much, Laura Smith. She helped a lot in the very home stretch. I really thank you. Marie Bechtel. Marie, are you here? All right. Thank you so much, Marie. Melody. Did Melody make it? Maybe not yet. Okay, Melody Maraca and Joy Knapp, my dear friends. Kimberly, where are you? Thank you so much. Mark Sanderson. Yay! Where are you, Mark? There you go. Thank you, brother. And my mom. Where's my mom? Okay. Okay. And finally, Mary Herzog, who's not with us anymore. Manager of Divine Wake's dear friend, and we miss her a lot. Okay, one more though. Oh, I'm sorry. And I want to thank the folks who provided some great quotes for the back of the book: Conrad Heine, Stu Levine, Spencer Crawford and his wife Judy, and Steve Wynn. Alright, there's someone else I want to bring up here, someone who designed the front and back cover of the book, someone who did the website, someone who did the book trailer you're going to see in a second, someone whose story is a huge part of this book. I basically finished the book last summer, but it still felt a little incomplete, and I asked him, hey, you read this, you tell me, does this explain the baggage, the conflict that you brought with you? And fortunately, you know, he was very generous, dug down deep, gave me amazing stuff, trusted me, and I just, you know, brothers always, Rajesh. A beautiful set.
Yeah. It was, when Bill first gave me the book about 7 years ago, it was about 700 pages. Getting through this thing should be easy for you guys. You know, when Bill and I first submitted our demo tape to the high school talent show, we were 15, right?
Dude, only 5 minutes. You get it.
It all started at Fresno, California. We pretty much knew that a horrid version of Day Tripper wasn't going to make the cut. But you know, but that was the first time that he and I together stepped out in the open and we shared our music of love together. You know, and that was the first time that we wore it on our sleeves. And we knew from that moment, like Bill writes in the book, that music was in our inner soul, it was in our fiber, it was in our DNA. And it was our first love, it was our healing drug of choice, it just had to be, that's just how it was. For me, my family moved here, obviously I'm Indian, and my family moved from a large family Indian structure to isolation in the UK and then in LA. So we really had nothing. All we had was ourselves. We go from a large family to just the 5 of us. And so we pretty much withdrew. That's all we could do. We just withdrew to each other. You know, in our home, though, I was very lucky to hear my beautiful mom's voice, who's right there. My mom's voice singing and playing the harmonium. I mean, I could just listen to that. My brother and I would just sit there and listen to that for hours, and it was just pure joy to us. But, you know, when times got tough, things got tough on many, many levels, and all we had was each other. And we grew even closer, and we depended on each other. So leaving on a tour was difficult. It was very, very difficult. And in the book, Bill talks about that conflict and about what each of us went through, struggling with leaving on tour. So for me, going on tour was not so much about escaping from all of that, but living that dream, making it come alive. It's more about being rescuing my family, rescuing all of us. And that's what music was about for us. And so we put together a little trailer to kind of show what all of this is about.
He's lying, he did it all himself.
Well, I think you, George, and Dave are part of that a little bit. So the book is really a journey about, not about a band, as Mark has said before, it could be 4 construction workers. It's about these 4 guys with our own individual stories coming together as blood brothers and hitting the road and thinking we can embrace everything through music. And we grew up. What's that? Go. And yes, I'll get out the way.